Hey, it's Nate with Big Ha Homestead, and tonight's project is going to be putting this in. This is a extra large doggy door. It's lockable. Probably do some enhancements later to make sure it put a bar across on the inside and make it pretty much impenetrable. But we want to go ahead and put that on the house because we did have a screen, and you can see the screen kind of right there. Even with that screen, because it's magnetic and I have a metal building that we actually live in, it would get caught up on the sides and stuff, and while we're working or doing something, while the dogs are going in and out, flies get in here. It wasn't bad until recently. So that's one of the incentives. The other one is we're starting to get cold. We just got to 37 degrees this morning. With it getting colder, we can't leave the door open. We're going to freeze ourselves out of here, especially when we get in the winter and every day is 40 or less. So based on that, we got to get something in there that is a viable option for winter, summer, everything. We had looked at screen doors. For the price and the fact that the sizes you can get, you really can't get the really large sizes on the ordering. And we would have probably been looking over $1,000 to $1,500 for that. I'm just going to opt for a $250 doggy door. Actually, that's not too, it's a $160 doggy door we ended up going with out of them all. So gonna go ahead and put it in and let's get to it. So door is off the hinge. Got it outside here, and we went ahead and traced out the spots for it here, and now we're gonna drill the 4 holes and we're gonna do the cut. Fingers crossed I did everything right. I mean, it's just a front door. All right, so the next step is we're gonna cut the 4 holes, pilot holes, so that we can get the saw in there. Oh, these doors are so solidly made. All right. With that, they're done. We have the 4 pilot holes drilled on the table, or not on the table, on the door. Now, for the next fun part, we're gonna go ahead and use that saw there and cut it up. It is such a beautiful day out today. This is the fun stuff they let me do after work. It's my second job, you know. Okay. All right, next step, we're gonna go ahead and get the hole cut in the door here. And you have to watch where the sawhorses are. I can do the first part here pretty easily. I'd tape the door off if I didn't want the damage on the door, but this has about 1.5 inch flange around the edges, and so I'm really not concerned about a rough cut at all on either the front or the back. All right, cool. That's one. Definitely making a rough cut. Don't look too pretty. Whoops, that's the sawhorse. All right. Take two. Last cut. All right, that is it. Let's see what we're dealing with. Look at that. Foam and a little balsa wood stuff. High quality. Ta-da! Hole. All right, so now the next part is, I'm going to test this out by dropping that and put you on a stand there. Okay, let's see if this thing drops in, how it looks. Cool. Cool. I like it. All right. So the only concern I have right now is there's hardware on the other side, and I really don't want to have to do much on the way of alterations. So I'm going to flip this over and actually see what it looks like. All right, so we did come across the issue on the front hardware. I was figuring we're going to have an issue running into this. We did run into it. So really the solution at this point is I'm going to try to take my hacksaw and just take a little piece off that corner and then see if it goes in there. It shouldn't really be too noticeable. I got some black caulk to put in there, so that should cover up any of the blemishes once we get it down in there. And then I think we'll be fine. I was hoping not to come over this edge, but again, I got caulking. We'll probably just caulk behind that and we'll be good. All right, the next steps, I'm gonna drill the 4 pilot holes. I've measured it. It's all even. Now I'm gonna double check myself because now I'm nervous. And that is not even. That's 3.5. That's 3.5. 3.5. All right, so now we're even. There we go. Going to tape these little edges down because I don't want them going anywhere. When I drill on, I'm only having to drill 2 holes on this because I cut the hole a little bit wider to make it easier for the flanges. I've done stuff like this before where the flanges are, where the inside flange is a pain to work with. We had in our old house cat doors like in all the bedrooms, so people could close their doors and the cats could go in and out. That was pre-dog era, but it worked pretty good. It's kind of nice they gave me the one drill bit for doing the pilot holes. They didn't give me the one for this, and I know why, because I didn't follow the instructions. The instructions have you cut it wide enough so that these holes are in there, but I didn't want to cut that much door. So I was a rebel. A rebel. All right. And at this point, I'm gonna have to stand the door up because I don't think I can do what I want with it in this position. Dog toy. Side note, if you ever want a pair of sawhorses that are freaking amazing, if they still sell these things, they fold up nice and compact and they're pretty darn durable. I've had those for about 20 years and I've done tons of projects with them, all kinds of stuff, and I definitely recommend them. So I got that side in. It's all held in place, secure. I'm gonna come behind here and attach the other side down there, and then should be all set. So I'm gonna get this camera adjusted and get down there. All right, so we got a camera angle there. I'm gonna grab the bolts and grab the door part. All right. Avery, you trying to be famous there? Watch out, girly girl. Watch out, my pretty girly girl. Watch out, my pretty girl. All right, and now we're going to go ahead and do the next part here. So let's get this slid on. Whoop. Not going to cooperate exactly. Okay, let me try this. Like that. There we go. Now I got it going. And thank you, madame. Oh, I think it's after that failure. Let's get these back in. I mean, I don't consider it a great project unless I mess up at least once. Or should I say, a learning experience. Love learning experiences, opportunities to grow. Except when it involves like breaking a bolt or something. We don't need those lessons. Those are bad lessons in life. Very bad lessons. All right, let's see. Awesome, that one's going in. Now there is one design thing, I do not like this. It actually has an Allen wrench connection on both the exterior and interior part of this. So I'm definitely gonna have to do some additional work. I am probably going to grind the bolt out, strip out the other side of the Allen wrench, because I think that's an absolute stupid design for if someone wanted to go into your house. Doesn't provide much protection. But again, that is easy to fix. I will just bring my grinder out and I will destroy the Allen wrench spot, and then nobody's really gonna be having an easy time on that. And I will also probably put a couple of actual screws into this. Don't want sketchiness. All right, that is it. We have a doggy door. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing moved inside, hooked back up, and then we'll show it to you. And then I want to get it hanging. I don't want to caulk it out here. I'm gonna do it on the inside of the house. But I'm happy. Lordy, Lordy, heavy Doherty. All right. All right, we're gonna put that there. And we won't film this part. Because it's just bad. Then, two of the dogs have gone through it. One of them not very interested. You probably can guess it, the big dog. But it's in there. It's working. It's doing its thing. So, come on, Nevely, come on. So hopefully they get pretty used to it. All right, it's Nate with Big Ha Homestead. We went ahead and did this little door install. I think it's pretty nice. A couple things I'm going to do to make it a little more secure. I'm not a big fan of doggy doors, but the dogs like to go in and out. We work at home, so it's nice to be able to have that functionality to let them go in and out without being interrupted in meetings. So this project is checked off my list, thank goodness, and I'd like to say thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share, and have yourself a good one. Bonus dog footage. Clyde! Whoop. Say hello. Hey, Bonnie, go get Mama inside.